Hello everyone, it's Soki. I'm coming to you today to share a few projects that I've been working on. These items are for a swap that I'm having with Donna Gonzalez here on YouTube. Hi Donna. Um, Donna, I'm going to give you a minute to exit out of this video if you're watching. If you don't want to see your items before they arrive to you. Um, okay, so here goes. We decided to do a Tussie Mussie, and this was one of the swap items. And this is my first Tussie Mussie. And the cone itself, I used it, I made it with chipboard. I covered the chipboard with cardstock from the French Country Stack. French Country Stack from DCWV. They have a lot of beautiful pages in this paper pad. And I covered the inside and outside. I used spray glue to attach the cardstock to the chipboard. Of course, once you attach it on with the spray glue, it works pretty well. You have to work really fast because the spray glue it attaches pretty much as soon as the cardstock hits the chipboard. The edges, once it's on, the edges need to be reinforced with either regular glue or hot glue. But it works really well. And the front of it, I have a stamped image that I colored. The image is a CC Design Lily of the Valley stamp. And I colored her with my Spectrum markers, and I always use Copic for the skin, but I use the Spectrums for pretty much everything else. And the wings, I use stickles on her wings. I don't know if you can see, there's glitter on the wings and on her little shoes and her bow. And her hand, the stamp itself, she's holding, I don't know if you can tell, she's holding like a pearl or some sort of bling. So I put a little piece of a flat back pearl. She's holding that. And this is some acrylic sprays that I purchased in D-Stash. And this acrylic one here, it comes from Michael's. The spray of flowers are all different assortment of the wild orchid craft flowers. And this word comes from the package from Michael's, the word, all the different words. And there's a little piece down here of any lace flower down here that I put a little light pink flat back pearl in the center. And this is a wooden butterfly that I added some sparkle embossing powder on and some bling in the center for the body. This trim around here is lace trim from laces that I purchased from Rosanna, who's created Zoe here on YouTube. She was selling lots of pretty lace, and this is one of them from it. And this trim is the trim that I had in my stash. And I aligned it all the way around and going down the back to cover the seam. And I added a doily here with some bling in the center. And all this bling here is the Recollections bling all the way around. And this piece in the center here is one of the embellishments that I purchased from Atelis, who's Atelis M here on YouTube. Hi Atelis. She makes these beautiful embellishments, and I purchased some, and I thought I'd share one and attach it to Donna's beautiful piece here. And I think it went really well. The lace that I used and the trim that I used up here with the crochet embellishment. And I added some more lace here to the bottom with a little flat back pearl at the bottom here. And there's a ribbon to hold it up. We can fill it with goodies and she can hang it. So there's the Tussie Mussie. My first Tussie Mussie. So there's that. And on one of the other items that I made for her, that was we decided we would make a Tussie Mussie. Tussie Mussie and alter another item. And so I decided I'd alter a little box for her, and this is the box how it began. It was just a regular wooden box with the metal closure there. And here's the box. And I use this paper line is from the Garden Party stack from DCWV. Had a border sheet in there, so I just cut the border sheet, the end, fit it all the way around the butterfly. I thought it was really pretty. And I use a different page for the bottom here. And I don't know if you can tell, the camera's picking it up, but there are these clear little pads here that I put down to act as the feet. And this is again the trim from my stash. And I added some flat back pearls all the way around and a little bling here. And it opens up, and I lined it with some pink cardstock, and around here is some rosette trim. And the top, it's a stamped image on the top. This is a magnolia, and it is Delightful Tilda. This is the stamp that I used, and I stamped it on the Distress watercolor cardstock. I use this when I'm using my watercolor pen brush because it works really well on that cardstock. So I stamped it on that, and I colored her in with my Distress markers and the watercolor brush. And I cut it out with Spellbinders die. And this is a little bowl that I had in my stash and some flowers. And this is again one of the word pieces from Michael's, the package of words. And it's a little easel, so it can stand up like this. And the inside, I aligned it again with that same cardstock that I used on the bottom and on the back of the card. And I put a word piece in there on the flower, so it's Sweet Dream. And there's the box. If you can see it sitting up. There's that. And the final pieces that I made for Donna is I made her a YouTube sign for her channel. She's also running a challenge, which the challenge is similar. You can make a shabby chic or Victorian theme item for her craft space or a sign. Of course, she made the video after I had done the sign already. So I don't know, she's probably going to get lots of signs now, but I will show you the one I made for her. And let me put this up a little. And this is the sign. It's on this is the burlap boards from Michael's. I just covered that up with this cardstock that also comes from that French country stack. So I attached it all to the front, and I added some of this pink trim here is from my stash, so it's aligned all the way around. And this Venice lace here is lace that I purchased from my Paper Passion, the shop in, she has a exhibit shop, so it's my Paper Passion. And this trim all the way around is from that. And these two corner appliques are from her shop as well. And on top of that, this is a wooden frame from Michaels, the Art Mine frame. And I painted it with Martha Stewart pearlized pink paint. And on top of that, I added I just used regular white acrylic paint, and I just used a regular napkin just to rub it on to make it look a little shabby and to tone down the pink because it was very bright. So that's the frame, and I hot glued it onto the base here. And I don't know if it's picking it up, this glitter green leaves all the way around is from a Sizzix die. So I just cut several pieces of the green leaves and just attached them all the way around the frame. There are pieces of them. And over them I just put an assortment of different flowers, and these are all wild orchid craft flowers that these ones here are the chrysanthemums that I purchased from the Not Too Shabby shop on Civet. I love these. These are so beautiful. And these wild orchid craft flowers I purchased from Lavish Laces on Etsy. And this is just let me see, this Jolie flower here that looked shabby, so I put it there on the corner. I thought it fit really well. And these wooden embellishment pieces, and this butterfly as well, I inked them up with the Distress ink, and then I added this, the holographic embossing powder, and I heat embossed some of that on it to give it this glimmer. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up, but it does have a glitter to it, and that's what that is. These are the Distress inks. I used the Tattered Rose. This one I didn't use any ink. I just used the embossing powder alone, and I added some flat back pearls there in the center for the body. And this is a Sherry Baldy Digi Stamp. I used my Spectral markers to color her, and I added some stickles to the ruffle on her dress and the top in her bow, and some glossy accent in her eyes. And the letters I used are thickers, and they have a glitter to them, so it works really well because I think there's bits of glitter all over this sign. And there's my sign. And I have this easel piece that she can sit it on and display it as she's doing her videos. So I'm really happy how that came out. I hope she likes it. And lastly, it's the card that I made for her. And I call this Gable Easel card. And this is the front of the card. And this stamp is from one of those LOL stamp sets. And I heat embossed it with Recollections, the pink, and the those are Sizzix dies that I cut it out. And so this is all on a belly band, so you can slide the belly band off. That's the belly band, and I trimmed it with pretty trim there on both sides, and the same trim is coming down the center here. And this is a wooden embellishment that I use some heat. What did I? This the Fontage. I use the shabby pink powder, and I just used clear embossing ink and used this and heat embossed it. And I don't know if you can tell, but it has like the glimmer of the pink with the gold specks through it, and then I just added a pink flat back pearl in the center. And the card opens up like this, and this stamp is a CC design, Nora on a swing, and I just colored her with again my spectrums, and she has little wings on, so I used some stickles on the wings. And this part right here is a wooden frame that again I used the embossed that same Fontage on it. I don't know if you can tell, but it's just a regular wooden frame, and once you add that on, and it has the pink tones with the gold glitter going through, and I added again those flat back pearls in the center of the flowers there on the frame, and Mussie cut the image and attached it to the front there, and there's just some regular pearls going around the frame there. And these little butterflies are part of the stamp, so there's like 1, 2, 3 there, and I just after I colored them and added these stickles, I fussy cut them and just put them in the back of there. So she's actually sitting on some, you can tell, some glue dots to give her, raise her up a little. And this same trim is here, and this is the, this paper comes from the Primrose stack from DCWV. And I added some bling here on the sides. And this paper is on some corrugated cardstock. So then it's an easel, and it sits up like this. And this the sentiment in there, she leaves sparkle wherever she goes, is also heat embossed with the pink embossing powder from Recollections. And I just added some trim here, the center. And the card, she could either have it sitting up like this as an easel, or she can close it and have it sit like this. However she wants. And it closes up. And we attach the belly band back on it to keep it closed. And there's the card. So there are the items that for my swap with Donna. I hope she likes them. If you have any questions, you can leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. I'll also leave the link to Donna's YouTube channel. You can go check her out. She makes a lot of beautiful things. She alters lots of pretty things, and she's just a really sweet person. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.